Hello and welcome to the Critical Twits. I'm Brian Ennis.
I'm Joe Lewin.
And today we have a very special unboxing for you. We've got a brand new game that we're going to take apart, look at, lick the contents and share them with you. That didn't really go anywhere.
No, it didn't, but it was a good introduction.
Yes, cool. So, Joe, what do we got today?
Today, we have the Dark Souls board game.
Oh, shiny. Now, this has only just come out, unless you're watching in the future, in which case it's been out for years and it's fine.
Depends how far in the future they are.
Yes.
If they're merely Australians,
then they're 12 hours in the future.
Yeah.
But also a very long way away on a boat, and they only get things a long time after the rest of us.
So it might still not be out for you guys, even though you're ahead of us now.
Yes. So this is an officially licensed product from Steam Forged Games. It says so in the bottom. Who are probably best known for Guild Ball.
I was going to ask if they were the Guild Ball people.
They are the Guild Ball people.
They make good games.
Yes, they do. I interviewed them last year at the UK Games Expo.
Yes.
For Dirge Magazine, and I'll pop a link below, wherever you are, for you to click across and read what they said about this game. Back a long time ago, because this is a Kickstarted game, so I had to pay for this years ago. Well, that's about a year ago. Yeah. Which is always, I like Kickstarter.
I do.
Because I don't like paying for stuff in advance, because you pay the money and then you don't have the money anymore. But when the thing arrives, it's like a free present, because you've already
spent
paid
that ages ago.
We've had quite a busy sort of Kickstarter month, actually. I've had some other bits and pieces come through, which we might talk about if we get enough time and the light doesn't run out, because we were playing Netrunner all day instead of doing our jobs.
We were. I was losing horribly, because apparently I'm not good at Terminal Directive.
But let's move on to this then. I don't know, it's probably not particularly obvious from where you are, but this is enormous, this thing. I could make gains just kind of lifting and putting down the heavy thing. So a standard game box, we've got the lovely Arctic Scavengers.
Which...
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not helping, am I?
No. So, standard game? This way round?
Yeah, so they're the same size.
Kind of
slightly bigger.
But
looking at the depth. So it's kind of like two standard game boxes stood on top of each other.
Now, I mean, I would expect that, because this is a card game.
Yes.
And this has stuff in it.
Yes, it does have a lot of stuff.
Shiny things we will show you shortly.
My arms
Unless they're not in there, because we've not opened it. As you can see, it's shiny.
Yes, it is shiny at the moment. Now, this is mine. I did pay for it.
It is.
Joe's just...
enjoying Brian's wealth.
Parasitical, that's what you are. So I'm going to...
contribute, I'm not Colin.
One day Colin will buy a thing. It'll be nice.
We can entice people with the thing on the back. Look. I'll give you guys a close-up of this.
Yeah, we have a close-up.
A nicer camera.
Look at that. So that's what it looks like once it's all set up and ready to go, and there's some bits and pieces on there.
Stuff on the back.
Yeah. What does it promise? Let's have a look at what it promises for us. It says 27...
It smells like new game.
It does. Let's just... What is wrong with us?
Emails to criticaltwits
gmail.com. If someone knows why the smell of new things is appealing, let us know. So we've got 27 highly detailed miniatures, 9 double-sided gaming raw tiles, some player boards, some cubes, 15 dice, a lot of tokens, a lot of cards, some tracker dials, and a rule book. Cool. So without further ado,
we're going to slide it over to our nice camera.
The shiny camera.
And lift the lid.
Ooh, it's where it smashes into the camera because it's so big.
This is taking ages because I don't want to pull it quickly. There we go.
Cool.
The end.
So that's the end. Yeah, we died. If I had my blue tack on me, I'd pin it up now. But
this looks lovely. We have a nice plastic tray with the cards and stuff in. It's a nice touch.
Yeah.
We'll pass these to Brian.
Ooh.
Oh, this is This is almost as exciting as Lords of Waterdeep for a box.
Yes.
Just look at it. We've got a cardboard box here, which has got cubes in it.
Ah,
it's a giant box of cubes. We've got another box, which sounds like it has dice in it, in a plastic container, would be my guess.
Sounds like it.
We have a rule book. Now, this is actually quite a nice rule book.
It looks pretty.
High quality, nice pictures. It feels nice as well.
It doesn't look cramped. A lot of rule books are cramped and it's got quite a lot of pages, but that's not necessarily about 40 pages.
So I'm going to show you these here. Tokens and other bits on cardboard.
Punchy card things.
Fairly decently thick bits of card as well. They're not going to fall apart. And then we have... Ooh. Oh, God.
Lots and lots of...
Oh, as you've seen on here, all of these, which are double-sided...
Oh, nice.
...are the game boards.
Cool.
Of which there are 1 million.
Yes. Many game boards.
So, that's awesome.
Excellent. So
we'll pop these back in here as well, because
we might come back to those, but we need to...
Oh, there's spinny things.
Spinny things?
These things here, where you'll clip them together and turn discs.
We might have a play and a clip and a wibble about in a bit.
Character
boards and whatnot.
So here, you can see on the one that's already in there, or this one here, you've got the knight, where you'll be able to, I'm assuming you put stuff in here.
Yeah, we'll have
sits on there.
I've seen how they work when I had my sort of interview, and I've played this. I played this at the UK Games Expo last year. While you were playing Dice Masters,
yes,
I was getting an introductory game and doing much better than Aaron, which is why he's not allowed to be here today.
He died.
He did. Yep. He did die.
So
that's canon. We didn't know he died. We had to decipher the fact he died from contextual clues.
This box looks to be the exciting box.
It's boxes
because
within
boxes.
To me,
that's like opening a booster of Hero Clicks right there. It's the memory that brought back. Which apparently is a good one.
Yeah, you're...
Opening the boosters was lots of fun.
Yeah.
Playing the game became less so.
Pro tips. Trays of miniatures.
Look at this. So here we have 2 trays of models.
Cool.
And some dice. So I'm going to slide them in there and hold these up to you. So the dice look to be the custom dice with swords on, which I'm assuming is damage and stuff.
Fairly chunky.
Fairly chunky.
Yeah, not the little tiddly sized dice. I'm not a big fan of those.
And then we have the models. Now these look pretty good.
We'll sort of do an overview and then we'll zoom in on a few little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Maintain the illusion of structure.
And then these are huge. The hero knight. And what are we comparing him to?
We're comparing him to a plastic Captain Kirk from the Star Trek role-playing game that I picked up at Dragon Meet, but who's roughly similar in size, sort of a 28-30 mil
so this
model.
Is the useless captain.
He's the best captain.
He's not the best captain.
Can you please put reasons why Kirk is the best captain below, so I can read them out to Joe in a dramatic fashion?
Incorrect. Jean-Luc Picard is superior. And here we have one of the players next to it. So they are a bit bigger.
Yeah, quite chunky.
Yeah, fairly dynamic pose as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah. So, were you excited for this to come out, Joe?
As a big fan of the Dark Souls franchise, it is something I have been looking forward to.
Yes,
definitely.
I was. I like Guild Ball enough to trust them, to trust Steamforge to do a good job on this, because that's one of the things
still not been shown Guild Ball.
That's my fault.
It is.
I have all of the gubbins. That's the technical term for it. It's because Collins nicked my captain because its leg fell off.
Looks like the best
shiny
box ever. These aren't exciting. They're the things that go on the spinny bits.
Excellent. So glad we took the time to look at those.
I thought it was important. People might think they were rewards or something. This, though...
Oh, that's the best box by...
Look at that. Right, let's do these individually.
Okay.
So first we have the Winged Knight.
Winged Knight, yes.
The Winged Knight.
Is that a Dark Souls 2 chap?
He is in 3.
Is he in 3?
Yeah.
I've
got his armour in 3.
My lack of...
playing the third one.
I didn't complete the entire third one, no.
We've got the Arboreal Dance?
Boreal
Dancer.
Charger. It's not the dancer.
Oh, is it the Charger?
That's the Charger. The
really quick one.
The dog-like one.
Yeah.
That scuttles around on all fours. The first proper boss of Dark Souls 3.
Yes. We then have the Dancer.
Yes. Ooh.
Who is very cool looking. I'm really glad I don't have to paint any of these. Mostly because I'm at it.
Yes, I'm glad that you're not painting my models as well.
Yeah.
Mostly because you're at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next we'll show the on the box Titanite Demon. Who all of these come assembled, as you can see, which is, considering they are assembled, is quite nice. They've obviously been glued together before because you can see some lines.
Okay.
Like this guy's tail.
Yeah, actually.
But again, lovely model. You can see at the base of the tail, hopefully, there is a little bit of a gap where it was put together. But again, very, very cool.
Yep.
Now this is a guy I can't remember the name of.
That's Smile.
Smile, that's the one.
Because he has a good pal, Ornstein.
Whose name I couldn't remember a second
Did you
ago.
get to them in? Because I know you didn't get as far in Dark Souls 1 as the rest of us.
I'm not sure.
They're the bit of Dark Souls 1 that either you did and you went, this is an amazing game, I'm going to complete it, or you bounced off of. It's about halfway through the game and then
just
you
went,
never played
no.
it again because you're fighting 2 bosses at once.
Ah.
And that's quite large as well.
This is.
A rather lovely gargoyle.
Yes. No, I remember these giving me a bit of trouble in the game.
They appear in multiple games, the gargoyles.
Yeah.
Mostly Dark Souls 1. I know they're in Dark Souls 2 as well. Dark Souls 3?
Yes, they're in 3.
Yes, so they're kind of iconic enemies, I suppose.
See, now these all have the same base size, it would appear.
Yeah. Let's get a normal size guy. And
So
it is a guy. Just to compare.
So now this is the Herald, by the looks of it. Oh, there is a little bit of a...
Oh, there is a bit
of chaff or something
chaff
sticking
under
out of his side
armpit.
there.
Yeah.
You can't see it very well on the camera. It just looks like a big white blob.
Yeah.
But him squaring off, see, it's tiny in comparison.
Yeah.
Big enough that this guy could fit his giant stick.
I'm going to have hours of fun doing that.
Yeah.
I used to annoy people at Games Workshop because I'd just walk past when they're playing games and go like, pew,
He's genuinely smaller. the end of this guy's, he could fit in that hammer.
So yeah,
So these are lovely.
I suppose what people would probably be interested in, I mean, the models are big, they're quite chunky, there's quite a lot of detail to them actually.
There is.
They're not maybe as detailed as something that you'd buy and assemble and put together yourself, but as sort of board game models go, they're definitely the top end of the scale. What about the plastic quality? They do have a bit of a, I don't know if we can see on here, they do have a bit of give to them.
Yeah.
Ooh, I bet that sounds really good.
For example, like here you can see the wing bends a little. It's not discolouring the plastic. I'm not sort of afraid that these are just going to snap.
No, a lot of those things that you'd go, oh, I don't want to bend it in case it gets completely bent out of shape or snaps. But actually, they seem all right. They're not
For something you're going to get in and out quite often, and
yeah.
I'd be happy playing with these.
Yeah.
With maybe a not quite tiny child.
So
The Herald.
you got yours wrong, I think.
Did I? This is the Herald. Because the Herald wears armour.
Yes, the Herald does wear armour.
And has a spear. Of course it has a spear. So we have the Herald.
Excellent. So yeah, a bit of armour. There he is. Is that a space directly for him?
No.
Oh, okay. It works.
It works.
It works. It
So
works. It works.
a bit of a close up
Good.
on the herald. There he is. I'm holding him by his spear. Not sure he likes that. There we go.
Yeah. We've got the knight, probably the most iconic.
Yeah,
the
I would
character
say
that's
so.
featured on sort of most of the box arts and similar.
So again, the knight, who we have had a quick look at with his dynamic stabby pose.
Yeah. It's quite nice.
It's a good model, yeah.
I quite like that. I'm happy with that.
Who have we got next?
The warrior.
Big barbarian looking motherfucker with an axe.
He wasn't sure if he was going to be on the unboxing. He wasn't sure if people would like him because he's a bit of a warrior, but we did convince him. Yes, pun face.
Grey screen, you died. Well, this is quite a nice model. It's probably my least favourite of the characters because his head doesn't seem like it's in the right place.
Does it not?
No, it looks a little bit like it's kind of falling a bit too far forward.
He's a bit chinny, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a hunchback going on.
He could possibly just be a football hooligan.
Yes,
He
he
has that
could
kind
be
of
suffering some kind of calcium deficiency.
Do the undead suffer calcium deficiencies?
When he was alive, maybe he was raised in poverty.
Possibly.
In a medieval fashion. That's why he's not allowed to be a knight. The knight's got amazing posture because of class privilege.
Right. Gotcha.
And lastly, this is my least favourite, just because I don't like what he's doing with his arm, with his sword. But this is the assassin.
Again, we had a look at him. He's the one with a bit of rogue plastic sticking out the side.
Rogue, because assassins are like rogues.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I don't mind.
Bit of a D&D thing.
I don't mind the model.
It's all right. It's all right.
I myself would possibly look at upgrading some of these with some of the nicer models on the market.
Yeah. Now, for those of you who've maybe backed the Kickstarter or similar and haven't yet received it, because they're doing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
They were very, very successful, millions of pounds. The promised add-ons, so there's some alternate character models, there's female versions of certain bits and pieces, there's
nice.
other characters that are going to be added in, and there's models that represent the different suits of armour that you find.
Cool.
They're all coming in a second wave in October 2017.
Right, okay.
So we will unbox those when they arrive as well. Unless we play it and it's really, really rubbish and we don't like it, in which case
we'll still show you the
happen.
models.
Yeah, but
we
for
won't
like
be
2 minutes
infused.
and go, isn't it a shame? But hopefully it's fun. And we will do a follow-up video where we play a bit of this. We might do a podcast where we talk about it, that kind of thing. Because I'm not buying this and then just like letting it sit on the shelf, because it will break the shelf with its immense size and weight.
I would assume we're going to play the out of this as we're all big Dark Souls fans.
Yes, that's the plan. Cool. So that's the characters. You may have noticed in a rather fetching shade of turd brown to distinguish them on the battlefield from the
dull
others.
greys of everybody
Yes.
else.
So what we've got here, we've got we'll go with a hollow crossbowman.
Yeah, crack him open. He's full of the stuff you find in cream eggs.
Oh, I could go for a cream egg right now.
I had one this morning.
It's not even Easter. Let's do a hollow swordsman first.
Nope. These ones actually are disappointing. They don't have anything inside.
Do they not? Just dust and air.
Yes, just dust.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is one of the...
Takes a lot of time. Black Knights.
No, it's not a Black
Is it a
Knight.
Silver Knight?
It's a Silver Knight.
Ah, we go. Ah, yes, Silver Knights of Anor Londo.
Yes, one of them. Cool.
And Silver Knight, another Silver Knight. but this
Oh,
time-
bastard.
Yeah. You didn't get to that bit of the first game where they shot you off the ramparts and such like.
No, they do it a lot in the third.
There's a similar bit in the third one that isn't as mean. In the first one, it's worse, and makes me sad.
Look at the size of that bow.
That's rather impressive. I'm hoping that we can take it from their corpses and twang things around. We've got some large hollow axemen. What are those ones filled with, Joe?
The hopes and dreams of the slain.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
This guy has a tiny head.
Yes, that is how they are in the thing. That was great description. That's how they are in the game. They're
in
true
the
to
thing.
the game. Yeah.
In the thing, they also have
in the video
head.
game.
So here we go. Tiny head knight.
Shield knights.
Quite nice. There is some really nice detailing on the tip of his halberd, which I don't think you're going to be able to see. Oh. Go on, focus on it.
Go on.
Focus.
Go on, Ted. I get slightly seasick looking at that. Cool.
No focusing.
Take it from us. There's some really nice detail.
There is some really nice detailing.
That's actually
all over
nice
his armour.
Filigreed pattern. It's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah. I expect you to paint these up like the guards from Alice in Wonderland. Quite like some card-based art going on there. So these are... Ooh.
I always get nervous when I see a flag.
So we've got some different backs on these.
Okay.
Which are obviously going to be
important
different things
in the game.
Now the cards themselves are things like an effigy shield, heal, great magic weapon, titanite shards. So I'm guessing this is loot here.
Some kind of delicious loot.
Yeah, simple gems, heavy gems, sharp gems.
You dropped that one.
I did. Dragon tooth. That's the big hitty stick, isn't it? Lothric Knight armour. Sun Princess ring. The Spider Shield, one of my favourites. Faramara, Lothric Greatsword. St. Bident.
All sorts of different equipment and such.
Smalls hammer.
They look sized to fit onto one of the boards here.
Yes, so what you'll do...
Presumably weapon slots and similar.
You will put a shield down. So, what else we got? Dragon Tooth. Yeah, well, that and a shield sounds good. Night Slayer's ring. Possibly go
slot his ring on.
Good. And say the Lothric Knight armour, perhaps.
Yeah. There you go.
So interesting. I'm guessing these are maybe prerequisites.
They look to be. It's just the thing with doing an unboxing is that you don't get to look at the rules first.
Well, we could. I could sit and inhale them.
I'm assuming that the colours on the different things correspond to the colours of the dice.
Blue
so this one would
orange. Are they orange?
Blue ones and oranges.
Yeah, they are orange. They look a little bit like just a light red for me and my colourblind eyes.
Yeah, can you actually? That's a good point. Are the different colours of dice?
They're good enough.
Yeah.
So these look to be another set of items.
Yeah.
As do these. These, however, look like they might be something different. Ghostly keep, maybe a level. These do look like they might be random level generators because it's telling you what's.
Okay,
different people. So here you've got an axeman maybe and a couple of silver knights. This one looks like it's just got a couple of the hollow swordsmen. So then we've got some of the bigger cards. Now these here look like they are the moves. Because you, as far as I'm aware, create a deck.
Yeah, so this is
for combat.
We're great at bringing in context and knowledge halfway through. This is a DM-less dungeon crawling game.
Yes.
So you don't need someone who runs the monsters. The monsters run off of cards and such like that give them sort of an artificial intelligence, and you flip.
Yeah.
And there's a method to sort of learning the rule sets like you would in the game, in the video
game. So here we
game.
have
the move
the dancers' moves. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different...
He? I always thought the Boreal Dancer was a she.
Oh, it might be.
I don't know why.
But that one. Here we have the gargoyle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the Titanite demon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the winged knight. Hollow soldier. Crossbow hollow, large hollow soldier, silver knight swordsman. So these ones seem to have a far reduced set of rules. They are called sentinels, not shield knights, apparently.
Okay. I was wrong.
Yes. And then this last pack will open just so you can flick through, because the art on these is really nice.
Yeah, they really seem to have captured the feel of the game. Everything kind of
is dark and souly.
Yes, yeah. But the sort of the black and grey background with the sort of very stark characters.
Yeah, everything's
very, very much seen.
So these, I'm not sure, I'm going to guess, are showing you Boreal Outrider Knight, Gargoyle, Titanite Demon. So this will probably be the boss you come up against. Maybe you flip to find that out.
Yeah, I think there's a deck. You can choose your boss randomly, or you can follow what appear to be scenarios in the rulebook.
Now that looks like it's the Dancer.
Ah, cool.
Smau and Ernstein seem to have a collected deck. They seem to have some differences in here. But yeah, this is all very, very cool. Very, very nice cards, as I said.
I know when it gets to 4 o'clock in the morning, we've been playing this for 8 hours, trying to fit everything together. Will probably tax my pathetic feeble brain.
Everything does go back together quite nicely.
Yes.
I'm sure once you've got everything together. I mean, you're going to get a bit of the cards floating about. But there is room in there if you wanted to have an elastic band around them or something similar.
Yeah.
Or even placing them into a little bag like this.
Yeah. That's one of the things that hopefully they'll separate into piles and such like easy. One of the things that gets me sometimes with board games is having a long setup time.
Yes.
I like to get going. I like to just get stuck in. I don't like to mess around for hours and hours trying to get this piece here. Like playing Twilight Imperium, where we had to build the world.
I didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, it took
I'd like to play the game, but it wasn't something I was around for. Nice little
that sort of reference back. Yeah, I did notice at the back there are 2 campaigns.
Yes.
One based on Dark Souls 1, one based on Dark Souls 3, that take you through 3 linked games.
For example, the Coiled Sword from Dark Souls 3, you play Section 1, which is the High Wall of Lothric.
Yep.
Section 2, the Undead Settlement. And Section 3, the High Wall of Lothric.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exciting.
And then the last one has its own sort of one of the main bosses. They are doing expansion packs for areas.
I was just saying, it looks like they could.
There were lots and lots that they offered at the time, but they were sort of in the region of sort of £25-30 each, and I didn't know if the game was going to be amazing, but there were quite a few, and I'm probably going to have to buy one, even if it's just so that I can have the giant Sith model with the big wolf with the great sword, because I love Sith.
Really?
Yeah.
Never cared.
No?
Yeah, it's just a big wolf with a sword in its mouth.
Who's your favourite boss?
My favourite boss?
Yeah. They might have done that, your favourite boss. It's a thinker.
Oh, that's asking.
Let us know your favourite boss, Billy.
So yeah, the first journey, the Dark Souls 1 campaign, is the Undead Burg, Sen's Fortress and Anor Londo. This, I think, is a really, really nice picture.
All that is, that's good.
Let's see if we can get this nice. There we go. Really pretty. Generally, this book is. I could sit there and just look at all the art in this book. It is lovely. Things like Man at Bonfire.
I quite like this. If I pop that down like so, you've got your various different stats and presumably your health and stamina. It has a sort of management system for health and stamina. If the 2 meet, you die. So you kind of the 2 share the same bar across the bottom here.
So that's this one here.
I punched out some of the holes. So you'd start as an assassin with a base strength of 10, and then presumably as you level up, you'll move this across as you go up. But the cubes fit quite nicely in there.
Are they quite? So you can lift them up; they don't fall through.
So
it's quite nice.
There's quite a lot of information to track there. So you don't want the thing. I'm a very sneezy person, being almost a dwarf in size, and quite often playing games and I'll sneeze or cough or slip and knock things flying. Quite nice just to keep
just
things...
flail in a fit of rage.
Yes, I do get angry.
Yeah.
Cool. We got the dials. I'm slightly scared of the dials, actually.
I think the dials look amazing.
Yeah. And so each dial seems to have different numbers, different stats and such like.
So you've got stats here,
which is great, but
the name there, and they do have
the name on it, so you know which one goes with which.
Yeah.
That
So
was
let's
a mild concern. So yeah, so you've got 2 little bits of plastic that clip together. So presumably...
Doesn't. I don't think it matters which way round. They look to be the same size hole all the way through.
Cool.
Pop your thing in the middle. The bottom piece, which is the slightly thicker one. Bottom piece. The next one. And then pop that on top to seal it in place. And then that gives you a fairly nice, fairly stiff thing, which I'm guessing, so you've got 24, is just going to be showing you the hit points.
Yeah.
All the way down to nothing. It doesn't have a tiny red "it died" here, which is sad. So here we have the bonfire tile with a bonfire, what looks like it might be Andre, the firekeeper, a wibbly thing.
Ah, I've got to have a wibbly thing. This is Dark Souls.
And those bits.
Yeah. We've got what look to be
Who knows?
boss tiles. That looks to be... Is that the dancer?
It could be. Hang on, I'm just going to use the "you died" here to give you guys a bit of a better view.
Yeah, it looks to be a boss type symbol on there. Again, double-sided. And here as well.
Now, interestingly,
and one here.
flip that one back over, you can see these two linked together, and I believe that is the dancer.
Or it is Ornstein and Smaug, because there's a double thing.
Quite possibly.
Could be. And then we've got other things here with some other archaic symbols upon them. Whoa. We've got purple ones, we've got orange ones of various different types, presumably to tell us which models go where when we're exploring. Again, all double-sided.
Decent quality.
They look nice, and they are quite thick. They're not super bendy or floppy. They will stand up to a bit of use by the looks of it, and yeah, nicely laminated and just good. They're good, solid quality bits of card. So yeah, as the person who spent money on this,
yes,
I'm quite happy with what I've got actually. I mean, the game it's expensive. It's one of the top end of
board games. So how much is this, Brian?
So the RRP on this is £100. I paid 80.
Cool.
But I also had to pay postage, which is split into two, so it came to a total of 90.
Okay.
For this bit, and then it's an extra sort of £10 for postage elsewhere. For the second half as well. And I don't feel ripped off.
No, that sounds about right.
Quality wise, everything feels premium. It feels high quality. Full art cards, nicely designed. Everything looks clear.
No, there's no white outline for a bleed edge or anything else on there as well. It's all been very nicely done.
There's lots of components. The models are chunky. Those bosses,
which are down here,
big. You don't normally get models that size. So if you are from the future, we will put some links to any follow-up.
Stop wabbling so much because you upset the camera. That's fine, but it's when you hit the table.
So if you are from the future, we will add some links up here or here, because it's mirrored and I get confused, but in the top corner to anything we do to follow up. We're looking at playing a few games of this, doing a bit of a podcast about it, because that's kind of what we like to do. And if we get time and there's enough daylight at some point, we will also do a playthrough to sort of demonstrate the rules and show you how it goes. And
definitely
show you how angry I get when I lose games,
or how amazing we are at murdering of things,
and how good Joe is at rolling dice, because we should capture it for posterity. So that scientists of the future can do some probability-based experiments upon your DNA.
I'm okay with this.
Yes, excellent. So, what do we think? Good? Bad?
Good.
Excited?
Good. Excited.
So,
Scott.
Solaire approves. He does. He's praising the sun.
That's
Oh, it didn't work on that. It's too dark. Oh, there we go.
Upside down. It's the best bit.
This is why we don't have media careers, Joe. So yes, if you've enjoyed this video, we do lots and lots of stuff like this. We do a podcast. We do videos. We sometimes talk about video games. Mostly we talk about tabletop games now.
Yeah, we have moved into that as our speciality.
Yeah, it's more fun. We like stuff that we can do with our friends.
Yeah.
Gaming, not like weird stuff. Whatever that might have been. I think that disappeared.
Things you can do with your friends.
Yes. Comment below with the weirdest thing you've ever done with your friends, and hopefully, hopefully we will.
We won't be banned from YouTube.
Hopefully, we'll see you again. And if you really, really like what we did, please feel free to share, to like, subscribe, and all that jazz that everyone says.
I am worried that they might think that something bad's going to happen to us, because it has slowly gotten darker and darker as we've been doing this.
It's quite a nice sort of sepia-toned thing.
Yeah. But it also looks
souls,
like the sun is dying.
Yes. We need to praise it more. I'm praising this. Okay. So judgmental.
I am, yeah.
Cool. Thanks very much.
Yes.
Bye. Goodbyes are awkward, aren't they? How long do you wave? Is that enough? Ooh, now. That's tricky.
Wizards.
There you go, I'll jazz that up with some special effects. Cool.